Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1988 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. Look at the circuit diagram which consisting of composite transistors. One is FET, the other is BJT, and that FET is MOSFET. The amplifier circuit below uses a composite transistor of a MOSFET and bipolar in cascade. All capacitances are large such that capacitances are going to be acting as short circuit. Okay, and GM of the MOSFET is 2 milliampere per volt. GM means transconductance. So transconductance of MOSFET is given as 2 milliampere per volt, and HFE, that is common emitter current gain, of BJT is 99. What is the overall transconductance of the composite transistor? Overall transconductance is nothing but output current by input voltage. So this is what the output node. So the current entering into this one, say it as IC, and it is V input. Overall transconductance is simply it is equal to IC divided by V in. How much is going to be this one? This is what it is asked. Okay, and remember that one we are going to use approximate model only for the BJT, and we should know about the AC equivalent circuit of MOSFET for this one. So first draw the AC equivalent circuit. While going for the AC equivalent circuit, remember two important points. Any DC voltage if present at that time, they will be act as short circuit, because AC analysis is nothing but you are applying a small signal. That small signal is going to be variations at different places. Those variations we have to consider. If you are going with a DC voltage, even though you are applying AC voltage, that is small signals or not, whether you are applying a small signal or not, the DC voltage doesn't change. So there will be no changes takes place in the DC voltage. That's why the changes in DC voltage is 0. That will be making VCC is going to be treated as ground. This is one way of thinking. The other way is nothing but the circuit consisting of two sources. One is DC source VCC, the other is AC voltage source Vin. Whenever you are considering one source, the other source has to be kept ground. Okay, if it is voltage, in case of superposition theorem. So always for a linear circuits we can use superposition theorem. Superposition theorem is nothing but overall response is sum of individual responses. Okay, so whenever you are considering one input, the other inputs must be ignored. If they are voltages, they will be shorted. If they are currents, they will be get open circuited. Based on that one, if you are going for the AC analysis, this V in is going to be considered. VCC will be treated as ground, that is shorting to 0 volts. In this way also you can think. Okay, now we will draw by taking these two assumptions. Capacitors are going to be acting as short circuit, and this is what the ground level. Okay, this is also connecting to. Now we are going with this is MOSFET, so it is gate and it is source, this is drain. For BJT it is emitter, always arrow implies emitter, opposite is collector, this side is base. Since base is going to be grounded, this configuration is treated as common base, and this configuration is called as common source amplifier. So this is a composite transistor which consisting of common source amplifier and common base amplifier. It's going to be treated as cascade connection. Generally cascade is nothing but CE followed by CB, but you can also go with CS followed by CB also for betterment of results. So this is a cascade connection. Okay, now we will see how to calculate the overall transconductance. Already we have defined overall transconductance is IC by Vin. First of all, I am going with the equivalent circuit of MOS transistor. Since for the MOS at that time gate is going to be isolated from the drain and source with the help of SiO2 layer, so there is no connection between gate and drain as well as source. So this is drain, so it will be treated as VGS plus minus, and from drain there will be a current source which is going to be GM VGS, you can write it. So this is MOS circuit and it is source. Source is directly connected to ground, and from gate it is connecting a resistor towards VCC. VCC is treated as ground, so this one you can write it as it is connected across. A resistor is going to be connected, say it as R1 for example. So R1, and V input is connecting across gate, so this is going to be treated as V input. And if you observe, V input is going to be directly voltage across R1, that is nothing but VGS. So you can write one conclusion that V input is equal to VGS. So one important point conclusion what you can write is V input is equal to VGS, or VGS is equal to V input. Next I am going with this transistor, okay, and emitter and drain are going to be connected together. Drain of MOSFET is connected to emitter of BJT. So if it is drain, this you can treat it as emitter. So from emitter there is a resistor, okay, that is going to be called as HIE. And next there is a current source flows from collector to base, and that is nothing but HFE times of IB, and this is collector always, and it is going to be a circuit where it is base. This is approximate model of BJT. So current flowing through emitter is nothing but IE, okay, and current flowing through base is IB, and base is going to be connected to ground. So you can think in this way, it has been connected towards ground. And from collector is going to be connecting with a resistor. This is for example RC. So there is a resistor connected from collector towards ground, that is RC. And this resistor, if you assume this resistor, it doesn't have any effect because the other one end of resistor is connected to ground, that is base is directly connected to ground, and other end is also connected to VCC, which is acting as ground, so it doesn't have any effect. This is what the equivalent circuit for the given transistor circuit. Now overall transconductance is nothing but collector current. So what I am going with is nothing but it is IC. So this is IC is nothing but IC, and it is V input. So I can write it as IC is equal to HFE times of IB, okay. And IB can be written as HFE into IE divided by 1 plus HFE, you can write, okay. IE is equal to 1 plus HFE times of IB. So what I am writing is nothing but IB is equal to IE by 1 plus HFE, and IE is equal to, this is what I am writing is HFE by 1 plus HFE, okay, and multiplying with IE. IE is nothing but, this is IE, and the same current it is flowing in opposite direction, GM VGS. You can write it as minus times of GM VGS. Instead of IE, you can write it as IE is the current flowing into this direction, in opposite direction the same current is GM VGS. So IE and GM VGS are in same magnitude but flows in opposite directions. So you can write IE is equal to minus GM VGS. That's what I am writing. Now this VGS is going to be same as V input. So VGS can be V input. So I can write it as IC divided by V input over here, which is going to be HFE is given as 99. HFE is given as 99 divided by 1 plus HFE is nothing but 100 into GM is nothing but 2 milliampere per volt, and we are going with magnitude. Transconductance is always positive. So 99 into 2 is 198 divided by 100 is nothing but 1.98 milliampere per volt. So overall transconductance is IC divided by V input. So that is 1.98 milliampere per volt. So the right answer is D. Thank you.